I had forgotten what the energy is like in this city when the Fringe Festival is on. It's just like crazy, vibrant and alive, and even this year things still are like that. Driving along North Terrace and just seeing so many people, it's quite crazy that how lucky we are that we get to still have things like this. And I'm just like wishing for all the good things tonight, none of the bad. Just like help me out, be able to put some money in my bank account. I'm waiting on some money coming in, and it hasn't come in when I thought it was going to, so I'm feeling a bit stressed. And finally had the opportunity of a Saturday night where I wasn't booked doing something to come in. So this will be my first Fringe busk I didn't do any busking last Fringe, and this will be my first one for this Fringe. So in 2 Fringes, this will be my first time busking for a couple of years during the Fringe. I'm here. Okay, well I've reached my apparent busking spot for at least a little while, so I'm about to set up. Almost all set up. Almost there. I'm really stressed. There's so many people around. And I haven't done this in a long, long time, so.
Put it in there. You put it in there. Nice.
Thank you. I moved all of my warnings. The smallest smoke would hang around this long. Cause I knew everything when I was young. I knew I'd curse you for the longest time. Chasing shadows in the grocery line. Will you come back to me? Will you come back? Put me on and say I was and they go out dancing on a Friday night. I get this funny feeling something's not quite right. Can't fake it. Back in my thighs, it doesn't wanna wiggle though I try. Shake it. Summer comes, winter fades. Here we are, just the same. By acres of land, I have achieved. It may be hard for you to stop and believe that for you. Give me all the reason why I should never change. Take the words for what they are. A dwindle in the curious heart.
This is immaculate. Hey, so cute.
Hey guys, so my Insta360 filled up, died on me, and I couldn't work out how to stream with it. The app wasn't letting me connect properly, and I don't know, I just couldn't figure it out with how busy everything was. It was just like, you need to play. So yeah, I didn't get any footage of the important parts of my night, and I think I'm just gonna take myself home and I will film once I get back and let you know about what's going on. But here's my wonderful sweaty face. I've sweat all over my dress. It needs a wash. It's really warm. I'm struggling with my brain power. I think I made a lot of money. Yeah, I'll update you at home. I don't think that I can wait till I get home. I've got you set up here, so hopefully you can see me alright and hear me alright. So I was playing, I was singing to backing tracks at this point in the night, and I just finished up singing a song, and then three, I'm all over the shop, I'm sorry. I'm really tired and it's hard to process. I just finished singing a song to a backing track. God, come on, brain. I just finished singing a song to backing. Hi, I'm not sure whether I'm calling the right place or not. I was out busking in Rundle Mall, and about 11 to 11:15, I had people threatening to beat me up, and they were in my face, and I spoke to my friend, and she said that she thought I should report it. Should I call in the morning, or... I didn't want you guys to have to do anything. I guess it was just to have sort of something on record in case they happened to spot me again. Yeah, I was in a state of shock, and I did, you know, it's not the usual thing in my world to have any problems with anyone. Yeah, I should have done that. I didn't think about it. I was just so like, the show must go on, you know, I'm not letting them ruin my night. I mean, I don't mind if they're not located. It was more just, I feel quite vulnerable because I'm very, like, I go out, I'm in a princess dress and I've got a rainbow wig on and everything, like, you can spot me a mile away, but these are just 3 people in a crowd, and yeah, so, and I sometimes film while I'm performing and my camera would run out, so I don't even have that. Worst luck. Well, there were 3 female Aboriginals in their 20s, and yeah, I don't know whether they're just around the city all the time, like it does sort of, yeah, I do feel a little bit put off. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm taking up your time, so okay. Thank you. You have a good night. Bye.
definitely didn't put on waterproof mascara. Ow. Oh, it's a bit strong there. Zoe, you're not meant to have bones inside. I have to take that off of her. Can you see her with a bone? Excuse me, did I say you could bring a bone inside? Hey? What's this? What's this? And what's this? And what's this? And this one? And this is why you don't bring bones inside, Missy. It gets all over the carpet. Got everything yet? Shards of bone that Mummy can walk on now. Thank you, babe. I know, I had to take all your bones away, didn't I? Guess I should take my wig off and then I'll come back and continue telling you what actually happened. Oh yeah, that's a look. Hey, babe. Wow. How are you doing, Abby? Okay, I'm gonna have to do the rest of this video in pajamas. I mean, we already did a bit in pajamas, but just, I need comfy, cuddly, just, you know, feel good clothes now. I'm deciding to put 3 of these melt in the middle Belgian chocolate mini puddings into the microwave. It says I have to put 3 in for, I'm doing the math, 25 seconds, so I'm gonna do that. Because you know what, it may be 10 past 2 in the morning, but I need some comfort food. And if like this just makes me feel a little bit better, then we're just gonna like be okay with that. Forget the fact that I try not to have sugar after a certain hour so that I can sleep and stuff. It says to let them stand for a minute, so we'll move over to the couch. Oh, my whole body is aching. Today's been just a big day. Hey, leave the camera alone, shall we? And also, you can't have the chocolate pudding. I don't even know what to do now. I don't know where I got to in the story when I was driving. I have one of these puddings. Oh, it's a dark chocolate. I'm sure that's all through my teeth now. Perfect chance to have a conversation on camera. You just have to forgive me if I've got chocolate pudding in my teeth. Okay. Singing to a backing track, go to change the backing track on my phone, which is sitting on my keyboard. So I'm up against the keyboard and these 3 Aboriginal women in their 20s come up, and one is behind me and one is to my left and one is to my right. So they're extremely close, like they are standing right next to me, triangulating, like cornering me into my keyboard. And you know, they're saying things like, oh, your dress is so pretty, your wig is so pretty. Fine, you know, normal stuff. And
the one on my left is like grabbing my dress as she's saying, "Your dress is so pretty," you know, grabbing at it. The one on my right is grabbing at my wig saying, "Oh, your wig is so pretty," and like this went on, and I'm just like, yeah, could you stop doing that? Like, can you stop grabbing at my hair, thanks? And she just kept doing it. So then I ended up just gently swatting her arm away. I was like, no. And I was like, look, can you give me some space? And the girl here is like, why? Why? And I'm like, because I've asked for some, and like I can have my personal space. Like, it's just a normal thing to give someone. Like, so then the girl behind me had been like, she'd pressed down on my head at some point, and she was just like, and she whacked me with her empty water bottle. Luckily, I had my wig on, and it wasn't like super hard, so it didn't hurt. Like, it was a bit of a shock, but it didn't cause me to have an injury. And yeah, so she started to walk off, but I still had the one on my left and on my right. And I think as they originally approached me, they were asking to say something into the microphone that wasn't a good thing to say into the microphone. I can't remember what it was, but I was just like, God, no. And so I was trying to cover the microphone as they cornered around me. And yeah, so they'd approached me, and I was on alert straight away, and I was feeling uncomfortable and vulnerable. So yeah, got hit by the bottle. She wandered off a little bit, and then I managed to press pause on my phone so that the backing track wouldn't keep playing, that it had continued playing because I hadn't paused it yet. Convoluted way of saying. I paused the music so that I could talk into the microphone and make the people around me aware that there was a situation happening. And I was saying, can you please give me some space? I've asked for you to give me some space, please. And so then she made a like big display of stepping back like this much. And I was like, thank you, but that's not the 1.5 meters social distance. And she got enraged, I guess, and she came right up close to me and was yelling in my face a whole bunch of stuff that I barely took in, but there was, "you white something or other," you know, insult, I don't know what it was. And she threatened to bash me, and she had her fist up here sort of thing. She was around my height because we were like eye to eye, and she just kept spewing this horribleness from her mouth. And the friend that had hit me with the bottle came back and was like within an arm length of me and was yelling at me as well, other things, can't remember, and giving me the finger and like getting it really up close to my face. "Hello, Zoe." Yes. And the girl that had been messing with my hair, she was sort of stood off. "Hello, yes. Do you think it's playtime? Hey?" Yeah, I don't know. They were all just saying a whole bunch of stuff. And I just stood there while this girl, literally right in my face, was yelling at me. And all I could think was, do not show weakness. Hello. No, we're not going for the chocolate puddings. Go on. So I just tried my best to stay exactly where I was, look her in the eye, try not to blink, and just, yeah, that's all I could think to do in the moment. And off the couch. Don't jump up here while you're playing. The other thought running through my head was just, well, I've never been in a fight before, so maybe this is the day that changes and I get hit and like really thoroughly attacked. Like, this could be extremely traumatic for me, I guess. But the other part of me was just like in acceptance, just like whatever's gonna happen will happen here. Like, this is now out of my control. And that's when I saw in my vision people appear from behind me, telling them to back off, leave me alone, and all of that. And they luckily just stepped back and continued on their way through the mall, yelling obscenities and stuff as they went. I don't know, I was tuning it out. I put my focus back to my phone and tried to find a track to just continue singing as if nothing had happened, and just like have that be my way of being like, that was nothing, even though it was something. And then some people approached me to see how I was, and in like the stupidest thing, you know, they're like, "Oh man, are you all right? Do you want a hug?" And I was like, yes. Like, I just wanted a whole bunch of space, and now I want to be surrounded by someone else's arms. Like, nah, off the couch and you're playing. I'm sorry about the noise. Miss Zoe has not had all that much attention today. We did go for our walk, but it's been a bit of a lonely day, hasn't it? So we haven't had as much playtime. And now Mummy's home, so you're trying to get that playtime in, hey? Trying to get that playtime in? Yeah. Good girl. Get those head smushers. Okay, ready? Go on. So yeah. You're going to do that nicely? Yeah? Because otherwise you can't be on the couch. Gosh, I'm sorry. This is going on forever now. Oh man. I haven't even told you the good part of tonight. Typical me, you know, leading with the negative, but it was pretty big. I thought I was going to get bashed. I thought my face was going to be injured, and that my next months, if not years, was going to be affected by just deciding to go busking. Anyway, after I had a couple of hugs, I didn't cry. I cry at everything. And I was just like, nah, not letting this get at me. And I found a song. I found Valerie. And so I just started singing that. There were a couple of women that were watching me, older women, and they came up as I started singing, put a note in my case, like a money note, and they sat down and watched me till I finished. I did, I think, another 5 songs or so, and the last song that I did was The Climb by Miley Cyrus. And after what had happened tonight, obviously the lyrics were really hitting home about being strong, and sometimes I'm going to have to lose. And so it was just really hitting, and I felt like I was just perhaps singing it the best that I have ever sung it. And I got to like the last crescendo of the chorus, and that note was just like the vibrato, the like length I held it. It was like just quite amazing, you know. Like sometimes you try and control your voice as much as you can, but sometimes it sort of like just doesn't happen. You're like, I want you to do this, and it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. And this time it just went, you know what, actually I'm gonna give you a win, here you go. And it was just, that was perfect. And then the rest of the outro part, it was a bit pitchy. So, you know, it wasn't perfect, but it was heartfelt, and I think everyone around me, like I'd gathered a bit of an audience at this point, and everyone around me just like could feel that. And when I finished the song, literally like 50 people in the vicinity started applauding and cheering. And they just kept cheering for like 20, 30 seconds. And all I could do was stand there in like shock or awe or something. I was just like kind of smiling like awkwardly and giggling, and like it was just, it's what I imagine, I guess, like a standing ovation to be like, or the busking equivalent of a standing ovation. It was the most amazing thing that's ever happened busking, in the same night as the absolute worst thing that's ever happened busking. And I don't know where that leaves me. Speaking to the police, there's not really much I can do, and I should have reported it straight away. I can go in and put in a report tomorrow because the girl did hit me with the bottle, so it is technically assault. And they can look at some CCTV footage, but like I don't want to fine them. I just want there to be some sort of record in case I run into them again in the future, because unfortunately here I'm super recognizable. Even though I'm kind of in disguise in wigs and whatever, if I go in my wigs and my costumes, they'll easily be able to pick me out of a crowd, and I probably won't be able to do the same for them. I see so many people out busking, and even though like I can see them kind of in my mind's eye, who knows how correct that is, skewed by adrenaline, you know, and the fight or flight type thing. I don't know whether I could have done anything differently. I tried my best to handle the situation. I didn't end up getting bashed, so I guess I didn't completely screw it up. And I shouldn't even be saying that, because I just wanted my space and I didn't say anything offensive. I don't know how long this video is going to have ended up. I have another one of these puddings. I had to cook the 3 or else the timing would have been off, and then I wouldn't have got the gooey middle. So if I have to eat the 3, we'll deal with it, right? Okay, that's my reasoning. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thanks for joining me for this video. I hope you're all doing well. I'll see you again very soon. Bye. I've got kitty cuddles, doggo cuddles. They're so intuitive. Yeah.